the warning I had. My misfortune often haunts me. This time I swear I'm getting out. No point in wasting breath on it. I'm getting out. Torch the night with the spark in my eye. Here I go.
Hey everyone, so quick thing before I start doing anything. I missed out on getting the skin of Star-Lord in Fortnite, which I'm annoyed at myself. It's not the end of the world, it's just it would have been cool to have. So anyways, now just gonna go quickly over what's gonna be on TV tonight, or what was on TV tonight, and then I'm going into some spoilery type stuff, so just warning you right now. Okay, so tonight, Station 19, Big Bang Theory, the season premiere of the season finale of iZombie, and I know there's one other show that I can't think of off the top of my head. Oh, did I say the Big Bang Theory? If I didn't say the Big Bang Theory, then the Big Bang Theory. If that's not it, then there's one other show. Anyways, so this is gonna start going into Avengers Endgame spoilers. So if you do not want to be spoiled, I was just stopping now because I'm gonna be going into some spoilerish type stuff, because I'm gonna be talking about timelines in the movie and how there's multiple timelines in this movie. So if you do not want to be spoiled, stop it now. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I've given you enough time to stop the video. So anyways, I'm not going to say 1, 2, 3 because I don't know how many timelines I'm going to be ramming off. So here we go. First timeline is the original timeline that we've all watched, from the first Iron Man movie up until the point where they go and do the time heist. That is the first timeline. Second timeline, it starts as soon as they go into the time heist, or start doing the time heist and start taking the Infinity Stones and from the times. Then and because of that, a part 2 to that. Part 2 to the second timeline is when at the end of Avengers, when Loki is supposed to go away, he ends up getting the Tesseract and disappearing. So that's the second timeline. Third timeline is when they go when Tony Stark and Steve Rogers go back in time to the 1970s and get some more of that time juice, or whatever you want to call it, for that Hank Pym created, and also the Tesseract back then, because they were both in the same vicinity at that point in time. And so that changed things right there. And then the next one is when, and this is kind of part of it, but kind of a separate in a way, is when Nebula gets captured by evil Nebula and Gamora, and the evil Nebula brings Thanos to the present, to the original timeline, and that's where all that battle happens. So the evil Nebula bringing from 2014 to 2019. So anything that happened in between those 2 points will be, I would say it would be affected somehow. I don't know how, but they would be somehow affected. Now, the in my opinion, the last one, that it's not as big but still is a little bit of a, I would say, different timeline, is when Steve Rogers goes back in time to put back all the Infinity Stones, and then starts having a life with Peggy Carter. And then when it goes back to the present, they shows him as an old man. So that's technically another timeline right there. So there's about, I want to say, about 4 or 5 timelines intermingling in this one movie, which I find interesting and cool. Now you're probably wondering, well, what about when Doctor Strange brings everybody to have that big battle? Well, the reason why that is an exception, or in my mind is an exception, is because when the first snap happened, they were turned to ash. So when they were brought back, they were part of technically the original timeline. So they weren't really affected by it. The only people that were affected are Vision, and that's really it, as far as I can think of off the top of my head. Could be wrong, and maybe Loki, but I'm not sure about that one. So, so I'm trying to think of anything else. Rocket Raccoon didn't steal anything from Bucky. If you actually go back to the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, you notice that he actually has a pair of goggles that is the exact same as the one he's wearing in the big battle scene at the end. And so if you actually go online, you can actually compare the two goggles and how they don't look really anything alike. So anyways, I'm going to end this now because I'm looking ahead and I saw a skunk, and I don't want to somehow attract it, because I would consider myself somewhat attractive and smell nice, and so that might somehow attract an animal, even though I don't want to attract a skunk. So so whenever you watch this, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and see you all next time. Bye bye.